Okay, the last question for this. The first four figures of a pattern are shown. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4. So definitely there's some difference in it, but let's take a look at whether are we able to just do A. Some of you might find B and C a little bit difficult, but let's see whether can we at least get a 1 mark or 2 marks for that. All right. So I would have 1 1. Figure 1 is 1 0. So you might want to, I usually would want to speed it up like this because I find that there are repeated numbers already. Okay, 1, and then you get a 6 here. But some of you think that, how do I get 5? Now, even if you cannot, I've always mentioned, even if you cannot, you draw it out. Like for the pupils whereby you give up here, I don't think you should, is because you still will be able to draw out figure number 5 given like this. Number of white triangles, you just need to have 6 plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It will be 15 white triangles. Alright, and number of grey triangles, it stays the same. So the pattern is like on top is the same for 2 times. Maybe I erase this. This will be the same, 1, 1, 6, 6. And then you should have a 15, 15 here. This one will be 3, 3. This will be 10, 10. The next one is something that I'm not very sure, but it will match up to something like this. 7 and 6 and 7. Okay, then how do you get figure 5? You have already done this, so definitely the 1 mark should be able to do. Okay, what is the total number of white and grey? As you can see, the table itself doesn't have the total. So what you need to do is to have another column for total to try to see is there any pattern for that. So let's just add them together. 6 and 10 is 16. This will be 25. Do you see any familiarity in these numbers? By now, you should be able to recognize this number as special. There is a special group of numbers. It's called square numbers. You should be able to know this by now. The ones that I've been asking you to memorize, not just square numbers, but cube numbers. All right. So what is the total number of grey and white and grey triangles in figure 250? In order to get 25, is figure number times figure number. Is 5 times 5 over here. Figure number times figure number. So in order to get this, it will be figure number times your figure number, which will be 250 times 250. Calculator, you get 62,500. So that will be for part B. In figure 250, all right, what percentage of the triangles are grey? So now let me just erase some, maybe I did not erase. I want you to take a look at the difference between the white and the grey triangles. I'm going to have another column that says is the difference. Maybe I can do it here. I just squeeze here. The difference between white and grey is 1. Difference between white and grey is 2. Difference between this is 3. Do you notice any difference? Is 4. Difference between this is 5. So the difference between 6 is 6. Difference between figure is 7. So what do you notice about it? The difference is always the figure number, right? So in figure 250, right? The difference is 250. So I know that the difference, I write what I know first. The difference will be 250 in figure 250. The difference will be the difference, it will be grey. It will be the difference between grey and white. Alright, so now I try to erase the things that are not needed here in order not to make it messy. Alright, so first I will need to find my total. Let me just write this back. This will be figure 5, this will be 15, this will be 10. Okay, so my first step is to find the total number. My total number is already given here. So my difference will be, so my total, let's say I have figure 250. I don't know this. I don't know this. I know that my total is 62,500. I know that my difference is 250. So in order to get the total, I must add this 2. So I'm just going to draw the model to represent this. My total is 62,500. All right, my difference is 250. So this is a very basic, this is a very, very basic comparison model. So I will have 62,500 minus 250. I'll get 62,250. I will need to divide by 2 to get 31,300, 31,125. This will be the white triangles. This will be the gray triangles. All right, then after that, I will need to, after finding the white, after finding, sorry, this one labeled wrongly. This will be the 31,125 will be the white triangles. This one will be the gray triangles. Okay, so now I need to find the gray triangles, 31,125. I need to add 250. I'll get 31,375. Now is the part, what percentage of the triangles are gray? This will be the denominator, this will be the numerator. So I would have my numerator, which will be the gray, out of my total, which will be 62,500. I times 100 to get the percentage. I'll get 50.2. So my answer for part C will be 50.2%. My answer for part B already went through in earlier on, 62,500. Okay, that's all for this paper.